With Foundation Digital Media. I'm going to be reviewing Assignment 8, Phase 3, Identity Critique for Section 2. Let me go over what is basically asked for Phase 3, Identity. The identity is basically you're putting your tools together of how you're going to build your marketing material. So in those tools will be a redesigned logo, typefaces, both display and body type, a color palette, and then an art or design style. So looking for 10 logos of the thumbnails of the logo, the final logo, and then typefaces, a display typeface, a body typeface, which is simpler, and yeah. So here we go. Just so you know, we want to see this exact logo on each of the pieces. We don't want to see this drawn, you know, 3 or 4 times, or even 10 times, depending on the assignment you pick, on the final product. So let me quickly show you how to do that. You want to take a picture of this. So these are a few different hand-done logos. If you're going to do a hand-done logo, that's fine, but make sure you get a photo of it, bring it into Photoshop, and get it ready to drop in your images so your logo doesn't change each time, if you know what I mean. So what I'm going to do is, here's my photo. I just emailed it to myself or airdropped it. I'm on a Mac, so I airdropped it. And I'm going to open this up in Photoshop. And you can see what I've done right here. Okay, so here we are. So what I'm going to do is change my, I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, and down to Threshold. And we want to make this thing just black and white. So here's the threshold window, and you can make it completely black or drop everything out. So we want to, let's say we want to focus on, like this one down here. So I'm going to adjust this so it feels just about right, and we don't get this extra black creeping into it up here if I move it further down. See? So I'm going to leave that there. Click OK. I'm going to crop it. So it's just that logo. And I'm getting this ready to drop it in all of my pieces. So hit enter to, so far so good. Now here, this kind of depends. I mean, if you want to use it in Illustrator, then you'll want to make a bitmapped TIFF. Let me make sure that this is in black so you can see it. Yeah, a bitmapped TIFF. And why I'm suggesting that is because, and I'm not going to keep this on my logo, but just so you can see what I'm talking about. If I do this in Illustrator, then it can change colors. And then if you're going to place this in Photoshop, then you'll want a .psd. Now, one trick about this PSD is it's a native Photoshop file, and you want to have no background on the back, so your logo can look pretty nice and clean in there. So let me get rid of that type I just put in, and I'm going to prepare this for Photoshop. And to do that, I'm going to unlock the background. I'm going to go to Select and Color Range, and then select the white. And this is my color range. I think you may remember doing this, but I'm going to click OK and then delete it. So you can see I've deleted this checkerboard. Means there are no pixels back there. There's no white, there's no black, there's no gray. It's just no pixels. And this is, if I save this file, save as, if I save this as a, I'm going to put this on my desktop and have a logo file. So if I save it as a PSD, so I'm going to call this NF Photoshop. So at the very top of this list is Photoshop. And if I'm going to put this in, just save it. Okay, that. Okay, great. So now, if I want to place it into an image, let me just do a screen capture here. I'm gonna save it to clipboard. I'll go into Photoshop, new, okay, paste. Okay, let's pretend like this is my gig poster. I'm going to do File, Place Embedded, and I'm going to go grab that Photoshop file here, place it in. You can see what's going on. I can see that background right through it, which is fantastic. So it depends on where I want the logo and what size and everything, but if I want it up here, and you can see it's right here, it's my placed, and that means this little icon means it's a smart object. Obviously I can't read it over that, but the great thing is if I go to it with that layer selected, if I go into Effects and choose Color Overlay, so here's my layer style, and I can pick different colors for this. So here's my color picker. So if I go red, or I can go sample a color out of my image by clicking on this, or I can just keep it white. Yeah, so that's the really cool thing about keeping this as a Photoshop file, is that you get to colorize it. Now, I've also saved it as a bitmap TIFF. Let me show you how that's done. I'm not going to save that. So I'll do Image Mode and then choose Grayscale, because bitmap's grayed out at this point. So Image Mode, Grayscale, and then I'll discard the color, and then I'll go Image Mode Bitmap, and now it's available since I'm in Grayscale. And then it asks me to change it to a bitmap, and I'm going to choose 50% threshold and click OK. And then I'm going to save this as a TIFF. And so I'm going to call it NF TIFF. I'll put it in my logo folder so I can find that real quick. And yeah, so now if I go into Illustrator, make a new file in here, and I'll just make another screen capture of this. I probably should have saved it previously, but I didn't. That's okay. Paste it in. So let's say, even if I have some, whatever. I mean, this is just an image pasted in, but if I go, make some type of, just to show you that it's done in, I'm going to change this to multiply. Yeah. And then we can change this opacity down to whatever we want. Okay, so now here I have a photo. I've dropped it in Illustrator, I've colored this, and I'm ready to place in an image in here. Why did I put that bar in there? Because if it was a photo, why didn't I just keep it in Photoshop? There must be some reason why I brought it into Illustrator, so I just wanted to make that point. So I'm going to place that logo, and here's the TIFF. Place it, and you can see it's loaded into my cursor. Place it, and then when I go into either my color or my swatches, it will change color, and other files won't do that. I can go into this color picker as well. Okay, so anyway, we want to keep those logos the same across the board. All right. So I think this one is working well. This looks like, here's the thumbnails, here's the final logo, display, and then body. Nice color palette. The type works great. This is more a generic one, and most of the attention is on this logo, so fantastic. So we'll take a look at this one. Oh, this looks like a thumbnail. Okay. I think that's all I'm getting here. I may have to download it and see what else is. Okay, well, that's all I get on this. So we are looking for the identity pieces again. Yeah, so thumbnails, final logo. Oh, I see. This is the display type, this is the body type, and this is the final logo, and these are our colors. And those are fine. I would pick. Trying to see what that says exactly. It's a little kind of small. Can't really see it. But this looks good. This is what we're after. Yeah, great. Not sure why it's doing that, but looks like that's the typeface. That's fine. You can still read it. Nice display, simplified body, looks good. Nice colors. Here's our thumbnails. Final logo. Display type, which it goes with it pretty well, especially if it's used right. Colors great. Here's the art, and this is the initial one, which I thought was okay, but not really. It was hard to understand a few things that are going on here. I mean, I see a female form, I see a sad face, a broken heart, and an X behind it, but it's still a little vague, where I think this one feels like, you know, sadness, thinking about this female, which is great, or you're flying high and then this heart breaks and now you're falling. So those are wonderful. Nicely done. Logo, display. I know it's probably not displaying correctly, but body, but this, I think we get the idea. And nice colors. Yep, it's working really great too. You guys are doing excellent on this. Okay, a lot of good thumbnails for the logo. Yeah, like the exploration you're doing. Okay, very good. Then we're looking for the final logo. This is a giant file. Let's see. It's downloading. Okay, there we are. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see what's going on. Okay. Okay, so ideas for the t-shirts, the coasters. I think this is the gig poster, I'm guessing. What I guess I'm missing is the final logo and typeface and colors. So there's really good exploration here and good thumbnails. But we just need to get that final logo, typefaces, and colors. Okay. Final logo, interesting, moving that around. Okay. And then display type and body type, colors. Good. My one suggestion on the colors is have a lot of kind of medium values. Go for something that's really light. You can incorporate white in here. I see you have a black, but white is fine. that I would still get some lighter color, unless you use that white. Well, okay, Selena, I'm okay, final logo, display type, body type, and then colors. Okay, great. Got a gig poster, a t-shirt. Okay. Coasters. I like the thoughts and stuff behind them. They're kind of cool. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, I think the style is the same and things are happening that are the same. That's great. Oh, good. And here we have the identity. Nicely done. Logo, display, body. Great, fantastic. Yeah, it would have been nice to actually see the colors because there's a lot of different types of red or gold or gray, but oh, there's a body type and display type and the logo. Okay. Logo, display, body, colors, great. All right. Oh, and then there's the kind of how you're going to handle it. Okay. You guys are doing well on these. This is excellent. This is just what we're after. Okay, so we're getting some thumbnails of okay, like, oh, these are all the thumbnails from last assignment. Okay, all right. Main choice is 3. Oh, it's a white moth. Okay. Okay. And okay, all right. Okay, we are looking for, obviously, I think this is a good direction for the gig poster, and there's probably some other ideas in here about for the t-shirt and for the album cover or CD cover or DVD cover. So the idea is not to make the same thing on all of them, right? Okay, good. But we're still missing the logo, the typefaces, and colors in here. And lastly, find the logo. I guess, yeah, missing display type. Yeah, and there's our colors. Okay, so you guys know what. Hopefully that was a good review, so you knew what to change to make it to this point. If you have questions, everything is going to be due Saturday at the end of day at 11:59 p.m. December 12th. All right, thanks everyone.